Hey dudes, it's Marty from Needlebutt Farms, and today we're doing an inspection. So when I left off, these guys had just done a swarm. Well, they were about to swarm, so I put them in a new box and I split them. And then I gave them a super, so they should be good to go. My other hive, RBG, actually is doing really good. I just did an inspection and then I realized my camera was off, so that was a bummer, but I'll get some good highlights for it. So basically their setup is just like this. What I saw was this was full of honey. I had about probably 25 pounds or so of honey already in the super. So I picked it up, kind of looked through it real quick. I didn't see anything unusual. It's just honey. So it's pretty easy. I didn't see any pests. And I just saw good honey activity. Most of it was capped. So what's gonna happen with them is probably tomorrow I'll give them another super that they can start filling up and making honey with. And so they're looking real good. Down in the bottom, the bees were a little testy, but I went through, I didn't see any obvious pests. I didn't see any reason that they would be super upset. And I saw 2 queen cells, but they weren't filled, they were just emergency cells. So they're there just in case, but she looks really healthy. Doesn't look like she swarmed. The bees are probably about 50,000 or so in that hive. These hives were really active yesterday, but actually what you can't tell is there was actually just shadow on here. So the sun is coming up, so these guys are just now starting to warm up. So they probably all just went out on their first cleansing flight. The bees are a little testy today because I came out here and was running my lawnmower, and apparently they don't like all the CO2 that is blasted into their hive, and I can't say I blame them. So anyways, we're gonna get in here. We're gonna see if these guys are doing good. We're gonna see if they need another box. We're gonna see if these guys need a feeder or anything. Hopefully they won't, but the weather has been super peculiar. We actually had a hailstorm like two days ago, so that's kind of weird. End of April, hailstorm. There were no tornadoes, just hail everywhere. All hail is broken loose, you know? So we're gonna get in here, and we're gonna see what's going on. All right, ladies. All right. Let's see how y'all are doing. Please don't have any pests. All right. A lot of bees. I hear them, so that's a good sign. Good first sign. All right. Bees on the lid, also a good sign. So I got some bees. All right. So in here, we're just checking for honey in the top. We're gonna make sure that the queen is alive in the bottom. And I have not a lot of honey in the top. So, they are drawing out the comb. They're not doing it well, but they are drawing out the comb. I hear a lot of bees, so that's good. Let's see what's going on a little deeper. Smells a little weird. I think this one has a solid bottom, if it's the one I think it is. I thought I swapped it out, but I might not have. So if that's the case, there could be a little bit of standing water in the bottom, which is really annoying because I thought I changed it out last year. But I don't smell that smell. It was just an initial weird smell. I already see some queen cells, so this one's gonna be a thing. So let's see what we see. Nature is weird. At least one of my beehives is doing what I wanted it to. All right, so where's that queen cell? There it is. Yeah, so my bee numbers in this hive are not looking very good. I should see a lot more activity, especially up on the top. But I was looking at these guys yesterday and they seemed pretty healthy from the outside. But that's why you got to look at them on the inside, I guess. So right, what do we got here? Ooh, it's very heavy, which means they're probably queenless. So that is unfortunate. So that explains the weird smell. So a queenless hive, where I'm at, I don't have access to a breeder. So what that means is I need to stimulate some queen rearing activity, which means that beehive is probably going to have to do some extra work. Or what I could do is, if the other hive over there has a queen and I see some queen activity, I will combine the hives. So it's not a disaster, but not really what I wanted to see. So a good sign of queenlessness is if you're picking up these bottom hives and you look, there's only honey in it. I don't see a single brood. I do see where they're trying to make some emergency queen cells, so this hive is trying to do something about it. I just don't think they're going to, which is kind of annoying. They have some drones in here, so they should be able to do it. They're just not. So what I might actually do, I might see if I can get a queen overnighted to me and put her in here. But last time I checked, it's a bit of work to get a queen here. I mean, I am in North Carolina. Man, that's a really heavy hive, or a really heavy frame. I'm in North Carolina, which is one of the big beekeeping states, you know, so there should be a queen rearing place around here. I just remember last time I checked, I couldn't find one. So I'll hit up the beekeeping stores around here, see if anybody does any queen rearing. Try and get me a new queen. Because yeah, if you look at that, that's a brick of honey, which is great for me, not great for the bees. So I'm gonna close these guys up. I'm gonna let them figure out whatever they're trying to figure out in here. They have 2 frames that they're gonna work on. I'm gonna take the super off, and I'm gonna keep these bees as consolidated as possible. And I am, whenever this video is done, going to try and find a queen rearing place to put a queen in this beehive. So let's take this off, put this on. Oops. Sorry, ladies. Yeah, I was wondering why those other bees were so testy and these ones weren't, and that would explain it. So that's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So if you guys are out there having a similar thing, try and get a queen. There's a lot of videos on how to put a queen in a hive. But yeah, if you're noticing in your deep boxes that it's just crammed full of honey and there are no brood in there, that is your first sign that you are queenless, which we kind of assumed that from our videos, like our last 2 videos, that this one was a queenless hive, but I still saw brood, so I was giving them a chance just in case the queen was doing her maiden flight or something, but that is not the case. So cleaned them up, got them packed up pretty well. We're gonna toss this back on here. We're gonna try and get them a queen today. So you might have another fun video. All right, and then off to my other hive. So far, good honey and bees. Good honey, no bees. Hopefully we got a little bit more bees over here. All right, so stink bug, get out of here. This ain't your house. Something like that. So this hive, this was the one that I was hoping to be Beyonce 2.0. I think at this point should be 3.0. I hear bees. All right, I don't hear a lot of bees though, so got some on the lid. That's good. That was gross. Hate those wood beetles. You'll notice, some of you who are out in the woods, you'll notice maybe you'll have like cockroaches or something in the lid. They're harmless. they're just staying in here because the bees keep it clean and a pretty good operating environment for them, so that's why they're in here. Oh boy, okay, so this stuck together. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got going on. Hopefully we got some queen stuff going on, but we'll see. So, queen stuff, queen stuff. I don't see queen stuff, so that might order 2 queens today. Just seeing honey stuff. Ooh, I'm also seeing something I hate as a beekeeper. These 2 frames are totally honeyed together. So, sorry ladies, y'all are gonna have some cleanup to do. Okay, cool. I guess they're both coming up, so. There we go. All right, a lot of bees. What we got here? Weird capped honey. Oh, these. Oh, there. It's honey and pollen. I got a lot of honey pollen. Nothing. Put this one to the side so I can get into this other one in here. Ooh, but I do see. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Got some brood. It's weird brood, but I got some brood. So it's probably an emergency queen. All right. Ooh, I got a whole brick of brood. I was too quick to judge. Maybe I got a regular queen. So this queen is a new queen. I'm gonna have to find her a marker, which I've never done before. I kind of just let the bees do themselves. And this is also a nightmare piece of comb right here. So I'll bring it over to you guys, but you can see one of these sides is not like the other. So this one they have put secret tunnels. Hey, there's the queen. Secret tunnels through the mountain. Oh boy, I'm losing some comb, but I got a queen. Let me do a thing real quick. Well, 2 problems here. So, well, two happy accidents here. I will fix that in a second. So, where's the queen? There she is. I still got it. I saw her immediately. So, there she is, Beyonce 2.0. Nice. So, that's fantastic. I will be getting a marking pen when I get a new queen for the other hive. So here, this is why I do not like the way that they did the frame there. So you'll see that it's actually not connected to the board, so it's prone to fall off. And that's a real bummer. So it makes it hard for me as a beekeeper, because for things like the queen, I couldn't have seen her if she was behind there, so we don't like that. Yeah, I'm so pumped about that. There she is. Heck yeah. All right, well, I'm happy about that. That's a crisis averted. So what I might actually do, let me inspect the rest of these, see what the numbers are like, because these guys seem, oh no, there was no reason to Sudoku yourself. Yeah, guys, that makes me feel real good seeing a queen in here, because this was the split, that was the original. What I'm seeing though, so me thinking through this out loud with you guys, I'm only seeing bees right here. So that means this hasn't been worked yet. They're still up in their hive numbers, so that's okay. That happens. These guys are starting to get a little testy with me. What I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna order a queen. I'm gonna combine these two hives. So what that will do is it'll take those bees, they'll assimilate into here. Since they're basically sisters anyways, because they came from the same thing, I doubt there will be any real drama in here. But the way you do that, you'll take a newspaper, put it over the top so that the bees can't quite get through. You'll take this box, put it on top of here, and then the bees will start chewing through the newspaper. And in theory, and it has been practiced for a long time in beekeeping communities, however long newspapers have been around, by the time the bees get through and have chewed their way through, the pheromones have already mixed and they're all the same hive. So there might be a few casualties, the occasional, you know, cull in there, but for the most part it should work out pretty well. So I didn't really want to do two deep boxes. I wanted a deep and a super, so that is a problem for me, not for you guys to watch me deal with. So what I might, what is the way? I will figure this out. I've got to think about it for a second. It's kind of hot out here, so I'm having a hard time thinking, which that's fine. I need to get a rubber band to hold this on there. And big fan, guys. All right, cool. So to recap, this inspection went really well. Found a queen. I'm seeing some honey and brood, but they're kind of low on honey. So I'm gonna give them the honey from this hive that doesn't have a queen. They don't need a new queen. We will just combine them and call it good. And then this will be Beyonce 2.0, and RBG will still be doing good. They are actually thriving right now. And like I said earlier today, they have already given me a dose of nature's Botox, so I will live forever. So anyways, that's what's going on. I'm gonna get a rubber band, band this up, put it back in here, and call this inspection good. So yeah, dudes, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next week. Just kidding, I came back. I have some newspaper in there, so since these guys are already open, I'm just gonna deal with them now. That is enough for that. No, I know I said rubber band, but I don't know where a rubber band is. And I do know where these ties are for some of my fencing. Oh, shoot. I'm smushing something on the backside. Sorry, ladies. Sorry, ladies, I didn't mean it. Okay, so all I really need is this held pretty well on here, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to not fall off. So that will hold that there. All right, I see it, ladies. I see I'm messing it up. We're not being very supportive of me right now. All right. So honey towards the outside, that's how the bees prefer it. It's ugly, but it works. Right, here's a fresh frame for you guys. So sometimes when you notice a lot of your frames not being worked, what will happen is they'll build honey somewhere in here, and then the bees just think there's nothing past it. They're like, oh, the great honey wall, there's nothing past that. And that's a lie. There is normally something past that. So I try and keep honey on the outside. Whoops. All right, so I got the ladies some fine comics. So here's some comic strips for you. Some fine reading. If you get bored, on the top side is some classified. Something about Fayetteville area churches amidst the pandemic. And it is crazy here, so this is not wanting to cooperate. Please lay down. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna go get the other box. Okay, well, it's stuck. It's really stuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, this is heavy. This is why you want to have regular supers full of honey. Jeez. Okay. There we go. All right, ladies. Play nice. Enjoy your new home. Namaste or something. All right. Let nature take its course in here. I'm gonna close these girls up. Up on the corner there, but get into the box. What's in the box? The squishing, the squelching. All right, ladies, figure it out, please. There we go. All right. Cool. Well, this is another adventure in beekeeping, and yeah, we will come back because I have to put another super on those bad boys. Actually, I got a super right here. So once these bees kind of synergize, figure out what they're doing, all the rest of the bees from the bottom board and stuff, I'm gonna bring them over here so they can find their house a little easier. I'm gonna take that super, put it on RBG's frame because they're about ready for another super. And then I've got this lid and moisture barrier. I'm gonna take them outside along with the, or inside along with the bottom board. And also, I know y'all might have noticed, I have a target set up next to my beehive. I've never missed the target, and I shoot pretty close. So, you know, 75, or is it 75 feet, I think is where I shoot at it from. I've had some deer out here harassing my bees, so, you know, I had to take matters into my own hands, and this was the best place for me to set it up. But yeah, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed today. Sorry it was a little chaotic.